Okay, Pete. I would like you to recap the plot of Jaws. My highlight of it. My
That's
first
fine,
of two highlights of it.
But I know this movie.
All right.
Shark shows up.
Yeah.
Shark eats folk.
Yep.
Cool sea captain kind of kills the shark. And then this sheriff who is, I read the book too. Sheriff ends up blowing him up with a tank of propane or some such thing. Awesome movie.
No, this
Fun
is the
times.
actual highlight of my thing.
All right, what's the highlight? If you
Can
want to
you
throw some acts at me, I bet you I can nail the acts.
The act breaks.
Here
Did
we
you
go.
look this up?
No, I didn't.
All right.
I was just thinking about it because everyone who comes on this podcast is like, what's the act break? I found this. Ready? Shark eats a bunch of folk on the beach.
That's not an act break. That's what happens in the first act.
Yeah, that's act one. Oh, you want me to name the specific parts?
There are two
Get out of
extremely
town.
specific parts in Jaws. Of all the movies we watched, there are two specific moments that break us into the next act.
All right. So they get on the boat and they go hunting the shark. That's part two. That's the act break.
Do you think the act break of the movie starts 45 minutes left in the movie?
Yeah.
That's the end of the first act?
Yes.
Okay. Where does the second act
Second one is when
Because you might accidentally get the second one right.
the
based on where
second
you
one
started.
is when the final shark attack when they're on the boat and it's
wouldn't
going
be-
down.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
think that's the climax.
Why wouldn't I think that's the climax?
Because you've decided it's the beginning of Act 3.
It is. It's right when the boat gets disabled. That's Act 3.
You're very close on that one.
That's what I'm sticking with, and I'm right.
The first act...
All right, you tell me what you think the act breaks
I don't have
are.
to tell you what I think. I can tell you what's real.
No, tell me what you think.
The first act ends when Mrs. Kintner slaps Brody.
Wait, hey, quick aside. All of these people, right? Like Mrs. Kittner there,
Yeah.
she has what? Maybe a 10-year-old kid who gets eaten?
Yeah.
She looked like she was 70,
Well,
right?
she died 2 years ago at the age of 91. So if we do some math, she would have been in her late 40s. That's perfectly fine.
Well, she looked rough.
Sure.
There were a lot of people who looked super old, and then they're having kids around my age.
But Pete, I have something
People
to tell
just-
you about how you look. And you're very Mrs. Kittner-esque, and you have a 10-year-old. So
Look
I don't know
here.
I don't know where you were going with this, but it didn't end up where you thought. Have you thought about this at all with your white beard and